People have been considering moving to Idaho for years and years now. I've been in real estate for 9 years, and basically since I've got licensed, people have been constantly talking about moving to Idaho for that quaint, more rural, laid-back lifestyle. And I'll be honest with you guys, the secret's out. It's not as laid back as it once was. Things are getting busier. Now, maybe not from where you're from, whether it's like LA or Seattle or Portland, but if you're thinking of moving to Idaho for quaintness, I may have found the perfect neighborhood for you. What's up, guys? I found an amazing neighborhood that I've got to show you. Let me tell you a quick story of how this happened. So we've got a client who reached out to us. They are moving here from Washington. They want to move to Idaho. It's just the right fit for their family, closer to their kids, all that fun stuff. The typical stuff we see in the conversations we have. Well, in process of finding a home for them, we discovered an amazing new neighborhood that is literally just in the very early stages of being built out. They have basically 1 or 2 homes that are fully built that we can walk through, and I was just blown away by how awesome this neighborhood. The catch is it's pretty small. It's only 30 homes, but get this, every home is on an acre lot or more. So if you're looking for more space, modern, sleek design homes, RV garages, you know, all those amazing things that you're looking for a dream life in Idaho, stay tuned. We're gonna be checking out this home right behind me. Let's get right to it. All right, guys, so before we go into this home, I wanted to let you know Rachel can't be in this one. It was just so spur of the moment, this video, and just touring this neighborhood. So I wanted to let you know, she's actually out helping clients of ours right now. She couldn't make it, but I just had to get out here and tell you guys about this neighborhood. And really, it's the neighborhood, it's the location, but it's the homes that are available and for sale in this neighborhood. And just, they're literally jam-packed with everything you want in a dream house. And the price isn't that bad either. So more on that later, but let's go inside. All right, guys, let's go check this out. So I love this front door, the glass front door. One of the main things that those clients I was telling you about, showed them this house the other day. Oh, there's the light. They love the fact that you can see through the whole house into the backyard. So you've got light coming from here, light coming from this door here. I think that's amazing. And then even just the light above the doors there to the office. It's just, it just lets so much natural light in. And that's one of the main things that's important to me anyway. You guys maybe you guys like to live in caves. I doubt it, but they thought about that here. Plenty of natural light, even in this office space. It does feel a little bit darker, which is a kind of a trend. With they've got this brown, light tannish paint. And the parade of homes we did this year, there's actually a ton of homes with super dark, olive paint in there, but I prefer the lighter tone, and I really love this office. And even you can see all the accents and detailing on the walls. It just looks so pristine. So if you work from home, you're gonna have a really nice space there, or whatever you're using your office for. It's just a really elevated space. And then we come into the living room. Look at those vaulted ceilings with the beams, oh man. Even the one coming across there, they just thought of everything and every little detail. You've got your gas fireplace that goes all the way up to the top. It's just, it's so tastefully done. And that's something that these folks were wanting too, is a trend right now is this blonde, wood flooring. And this is engineered hardwood planking. And then it just matches the cabinets so perfectly. I really like this living room space. And now for the kitchen. I mean, this is the showstopper in every beautiful home we've ever looked at. But you've got an oven, built-in oven there, refrigerator, stainless steel refrigerator, and these are all Thermador appliances. And then you've got your freestanding natural gas Thermador oven range unit here. And even just the hood, I love the way they designed these cabinets in the kitchen. It just flows so nicely. But one thing that's cool to notice, so gas range there, gas fireplace, gas furnace, we haven't looked at that yet. But one of the amazing things about this neighborhood is they've actually plumbed natural gas way out here. So you're pretty, I wouldn't say pretty remote, but you're remote. You're on the outskirts of Middleton, where we're located here. And so it's pretty rare to find something with natural gas. A lot of these farm properties out here are gonna have a large propane tank. Let me open this up. They're gonna have a large propane tank somewhere out here in your yard. but not you guys. You guys will be able to just have, you know, put up a shop if you want to, your chicken coops, you know, a goat pen. Like, I mean, you have full access to everything, to your entire yard, because you're not having to store anything like a propane tank or anything like that. It's already plumbed out here, which is really like, I know it's like, to some, like even myself, I just take for granted that I'm gonna have natural gas plumbed in my home because I've always lived in like, you know, somewhere close-ish to city limits where that thing is sort of readily available for developers. They definitely went the extra mile with this neighborhood by doing that. I imagine it was probably a little bit more complicated for them to do, but I think it's so worth it, and it makes this neighborhood just even that much more special in my mind. Okay, next thing I want to talk about before we get to the rest of the home tour is this backyard. So typically with builders, you do not get backyard landscaping included. Now, I will say with a lot of luxury builders lately, they are trying to include that stuff because they know it's a pain point for a lot of buyers. Is shoot, how am I gonna pay for landscaping, especially if I'm trying to seed or sod even an acre of backyard? Like, that's insane. Madden Homes is doing the same thing. I have to double check with Stetson. That's the other builder that's out in this neighborhood, but they're gonna hydro-seed this whole backyard. And you know, hydro-seed instead of sod, because if you were to sod that, it's like tens of thousands of dollars. Hydro-seed is actually, in my opinion, it's better if you're willing to be patient for the end result, which is like, you know, setting up the volleyball net and having a competitive game with your family, friends, neighbors, all that. The reason being is once the hydro-seed is set in, like, and you're actually playing a game, the roots are established, you can run on it without damaging it. I had a new home built where they just laid the sod down. There was no roots or any kind of established system. So, I mean, you're running in your backyard and your sod just slides out from underneath you like a rug on hardwood because the roots haven't actually grabbed onto anything yet, and it's slicky and it's from sprinklers, all that. Hydro-seed is definitely the way to go, especially for a property like this, which is, and I love the fact that they're including that. So let's check out these other rooms in this home. Okay, so we go from kitchen, you got your little nook here, this little coffee nook here, right into the pantry, again, with the granite countertops. And you can see there's a good shot of the neighborhood right there. We are on this lot right here. And these are all the floor plans and all that kind of stuff. But you can see this home, they've got this beverage cooler. You've got another microwave. Well, that's, okay, so coming from the kitchen, we take a left here. So you've got these two countertops right here, which I love, just the extra space for, you know, coffee maker or something like that. And then into the pantry, all of this storage with the outlets here, you know, for, you know, toaster, KitchenAid mixer, crock pot, all those kinds of things. And then a full-on butler bar right here for, you know, more cooking. And I believe more outlets, yeah, more outlets even on here for your work area. So like, yeah, you grab your KitchenAid, put it onto the granite countertops, easier to clean. Beverage bar right there, beverage refrigerator, your microwave, more cabinetry. Like, this house has literally everything. So then from there, we'll go into the garage, which is that. You guys gotta see the garage. Let's hold off on that. Let's hold off on that. Mud bench right there, and then you walk into your laundry room. Again, you've got to have a sink in the laundry room, especially in a luxury community like this. I think it's a must-have. So I'm glad that they included that. Countertops, cabinets in the laundry, and just a really good workspace. And honestly, if you're like me, sometimes laundry can get away from you. Guys, we have got 5 kids at home. Sometimes it gets away from us. And so it's nice when we can just, you know, close the door, shove all the clothes in there, all the nastiness of our home, then we can have our friends over and we have a nice clean house. But really, we're like, don't look in that door. So love the separate laundry room. This is one of the bathrooms. And then we have guest room right here. And this is a really, like, honestly, this is a really good sized room. I'd say probably like 12 by like 14-ish or so. And then you can see the color palettes right here. I imagine this is where they took photos for the MLS to give people an idea of what the colors of the home are gonna look like. And then this room is so amazing. So this is like your guest suite. You know, the guests that you really like are in this room. So you walk in, closet right here. Let me flip the light on for you. Huge walk-in closet. And then again, with the vaulted ceilings, you got the beam going across. And honestly, this could be like Airbnb potential, this room. Like, again, I think that's almost like what they set it up for, because you have a separate entrance right there. And that basically goes out the side of the home into the driveway. So like you don't necessarily, like you could go straight into that room. You don't necessarily have to go through the front door. You can just go right out that, and that gets you out there. And then again, this door goes out to the patio that we were just on. Let me flip you around. And then you're out to the backyard, hanging out with everybody. So really, in my mind, depending on your needs, like this is like a bonus room, a lounge room, hangout room. You've got like potential for like, a little bar there for snacks and sodas and board games, all that fun stuff. And then a double vanity bathroom. Love these framed mirrors. Hello there. And I love this shower, except one of the things that I never really thought about until I had a walk-in shower is the fact that you lose so much steam and it gets chilly. Like, I don't know a good solution for that other than like maybe hang like a curtain or something super silly there. I love the look of those glass showers, doors, and all that stuff, but you just get so cold in those walk-in showers. It's nice that they at least have a door. My shower at home doesn't even have a door. You just kind of walk in and it does the thing. But let's go look at the rest of this house. So I'm back in the kitchen now. We're gonna go to the other side of the home. There's one more bedroom and, or sorry, not one more bedroom. There's the master bedroom. Then we'll go upstairs to look at an amazing bonus room / bedroom, depending on what you want for it. So look at this master, guys. It's similar to that bonus suite, but they've got the detailing on this wall behind me, similar to the office, the way that was. And I love these curtains, or blinds, I should say. Just really beautiful room. All right, now the master bathroom. This is a game changer. Again, these are all the features that like you usually have to pay a lot extra for, but the price tag on this home, it's expensive, I'll be honest with you, but I would expect it to be a lot more based on how prices have been lately. So right as you walk into the bathroom, you've got this huge built-in cabinet. And this is right across from the master closet. Super deep drawers. Love that. And then very large walk-in closet. And I love that they have these barn doors on here just to match that country feel and also to save a lot of space. And then huge soaker tub, lots of light coming in. And then the infinity windows. You can just go back there and the windows just keep going forever and ever. But no, his and her vanities, one side and then the other. This, guys, I love this house. If you don't buy it, I will. But then again, master bedroom, not complete unless you can get to the patio from here. So your own private backyard patio entrance. And now, as we go back out to the living room, stairs up to the bonus room. And one thing that I really appreciate, I'm a guy that likes to have main level master. I prefer most of the house to be on one level, but I'm not opposed to stairs. And that's who this home is really gonna suit, is someone who, not opposed to stairs, but would, like most of the home to be on the main level. Well, here you have super awesome bonus room with that little nook alcove area there. There's your closet, and there's a bathroom up here too. So this is almost like a secondary guest suite. So two guest suites essentially, but also could be, whatever you want. Throw a pool table up here, ping pong table, just TV, entertainment room. You could really use the space for anything. It's a large house, plenty of rooms, in an amazing neighborhood set in, North Middleton, Idaho. Super quaint. It's pretty quiet out here. It is located off of Purple Sage Road, which is one of the busier, well, I say busy road, but it's like a busy back road. Because we're out in the country out here, there's really only like a few roads like going in and out of places. So Purple Sage Road is one of those, but the cool thing about this particular house that I like is it's set far enough back into the neighborhood where you don't really hear the traffic or the road noise. So I'm a fan of that. But let's go look at this garage, guys. The garage, if nothing else, the garage sells me. Okay, so here we are, garage, normal 2-car garage, right? Nothing special, although I will say I do love these painted floors. But then we go to this other side of the garage. I mean, look at this door. Look how tall that door is, 14 feet tall. Do you have campers, RVs, just want space to hang out? Shoot, I've always talked about putting a rock climbing gym in my RV bay someday. This is huge. This is a major selling point to me because you're coming out to the country to have space to be able to spread out, have your workshops, all that kind of thing. You can definitely absolutely build a shop on this property, and there's plenty of room to do it. But with a space like this, if you don't have like a camper or something or an RV that you're putting in here, like this is an amazing opportunity for shops, like an attached shop, essentially. But it doesn't stop there. Look at this driveway. Plenty of room. Huge, nice, long driveway. And then there's your secondary driveway. It's a mud pit right now, excuse the mess, but we are sort of under construction still. But you have a separate driveway gated to the back of your property. So if you're a guy that's like, I gotta have a shop or I gotta have a way to, haul in my animals or anything like that, then right there, you're hauling into the backyard straight to there. And here's our Airbnb room, guest room suite that we were talking about. But straight back here to this massive, massive backyard. Which brings me to another thing. You wanted country living. So you're gonna move to Idaho for chickens and goats and maybe get a cow or something like that. You can definitely do that in this community. In most luxury, bougie neighborhoods like this, you're not gonna be able to have that. There's CC&Rs in place that prevent you from being able to have those chickens. I live in a neighborhood where it allows chickens, and I had to go through the ringer to get chickens in my neighborhood. It's not gonna be the case here. I will say there are restrictions. They do not want you to have roosters, which is pretty typical. Inside of city limits, you're not allowed to have roosters. That's just an Idaho thing, probably an everywhere thing. You're also not allowed to have pigs. Now, and I don't know about you, I love eating pigs, and if I'm not opposed to eating pigs someday, but I do know that they're stinky, they're smelly, make a huge mess. But I would love to have some goats, some chickens, maybe even a cow. You can do that on this property. The only restriction you have for animals is basically you can have one large animal for every 25,000 square feet of property. 1 acre is 43,000 square feet. So I think the intent is to limit you to 1 to maybe 2 large animals. So the option's there. The option's there. Your country life in Idaho could start today. But first, you need to give Rachel and I a call, like someone's doing out right now. Someone called Rachel, said, hey, I'm only in town for a little bit of time. I know you're probably super busy, but can you show me some homes? I'm kind of thinking the Meridian area. And Rachel's, yeah, sure, I can do that. I was gonna go too, but I was like, I really wanna show people this specific neighborhood. And so Rachel got to go, and I got to hang out with you guys. So if you guys are thinking of moving here, if you're looking for your dream country home, make sure you give us a call. The link is in the description. Our number's just right here. You can just call that. That's probably the easiest way to get in touch with us. And I'd love to talk with you. Rachel would love to talk with you. Figure out what you want, and we'll make it happen. All right, guys, if you look behind me right here, that is one of the homes that's currently being built. It's not on the MLS just yet. And these are a bunch of lots that have not been sold yet. I know they just look like weeds at the moment, and they are just weeds. But eventually, that is going to be someone's dream home, could be yours. If you want to get on the ground level before all of these lots sell out, make sure you call Rachel and I ASAP, or email us, whatever's easier for you. Honestly, texting is the easiest for us these days. But however you want to get a hold of us, reach out to us so we can find out exactly what you're looking for. We can get in touch with Stetson Homes, with Madden Homes, and we could get your dream house built. And honestly, look right in front of me here. That's a sold lot right there. Someone's dream home is going right there. And how many of these lots are sold yet? I'm not exactly sure, but I know there's a handful of them that have already been sold and are being built out. So there's less and less available every day. Reach out to us, we'll take care of you, and we will find your dream home and get you a good deal while we're at it. All right, guys, so we just left a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, over 3,600 square foot home on over an acre lot. That's insane. Guess what the price is? I don't know what you said, but I'm guessing it probably wasn't enough. Sorry, I'm struggling to open a door. Let's go through the garage. $1.275 million is the price tag on that home. And I don't know if that's a lot where you're from or not. It's kind of a lot for what I'm used to, but I'll be honest, guys, in the last couple of years, to spend almost $1.3 million on a home, you're probably not getting an acre lot. You're like most definitely not getting 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms and an RV garage. Like you're looking at maybe 1/5 of an acre, like nothing too crazy, nothing too special. These prices are really, really good. I'm very impressed. This home that I'm in now, the reason we're in here is because I wanted to show you on the lower end of the spectrum, not in quality, but just in size and price. This is a $900,000 home, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. I'll give you the quick and dirty tour. So there's your front door. I love the really tall wainscoting throughout the home. This is also a Madden home as well. You've got your bathroom 1 here, which I'll be honest, this room does feel a little bit narrow, but nice and long. You got your double vanity bathroom there. Bedroom number 2. Again, plenty of windows. I do love Madden homes for that. It seems like that's always their focus, is plenty of windows, lots of natural light, nice warm tones, but not like too dark of warm tones, if that makes sense. And then beautiful living area, again, with the vaulted ceilings. I mean, this home really isn't lacking for anything. It's just for someone who doesn't need quite as much space. It's all the same quality, except this one does have the double oven thermidor, just a cooktop gas range compared to that last one. This little pocket office is really cool. Still a really awesome sized pantry with a microwave slot and the outlets in there. Like every luxury feature you would find like in a home, like they've included it. Love the fully completed, like encased, I should say, mud bench, fully built out laundry room with upper cabinets, countertops, and plenty of room for that dining room. Oh, and this is what I was talking about with the hydro seed, guys. I know it just looks like algae that we imported from China. Oop. Struggling to open doors. So, believe it or not, it's not algae. It's like, if you don't know, hydro seed is like fertilizer seed mixed with water. It turns into this like slushy stuff, but the whole point is that it retains moisture. It germinates faster. The roots grow deeper. It's an amazing, amazing way to plant seed if you've got time to wait a few extra weeks for it to sprout. And like I said earlier, it's much, much better than sod. Much better. Reason being, it germinates and like establishes its roots out the gate, whereas sod is like mature grass that got all its roots chopped off. It's got to grow fully new roots. Like, I don't know. I'm not a sod expert. I don't know why I'm pretending to be. It's just stuff that I know and Googled and ChatGPT'd because of my own grass issues at my own house. And so I guess I'm sharing with you guys. Take it or leave it. But check out this bathroom. Double vanity and an actual makeup vanity. I know you ladies out there, this is probably a dream. Ooh, and there's even this drawer here. Where's Rachel when I need her? She would be able to look at this and know all the details, and even the lights. I know it's important, the lighting, when you're putting on makeup. You gotta have all the lighting just so. I love that they thought of that. It's like obviously overkill, but you can never have overkill when it comes to light. Nice glass door, nice and tall. Almost goes all the way to the top, but not quite. And then again, a huge walk-in closet. And this is on the like budget home, if you want to call it that. Really, it's just a little bit of a smaller home, but it still has an incredible 3-bay garage with a 3rd bay being super duper deep, 40-foot RV bay. Gotta show you. Basically the equivalent to that makeup vanity that we just saw, but for guys. Okay, that was horrible. But honestly, guys, I love this neighborhood. If I'm crazy, let me know in the comments. If you're looking for something completely different, like, and I'm way off base, like, let us know in the comments. We'll go do a video in that neighborhood next, or a neighborhood that fits that description next. Ultimately, we just want to show you guys the Treasure Valley and help you find the right home that fits your needs and ultimately get you to a better lifestyle overall. We'll see you in the next video.